Today is Sunday, January 1st, and it's 11:02 p.m. I just finished having dinner. I just uploaded my art video, the announcement video that is up on my art channel. Talk a little bit about how I'm feeling about my art this year and all of that. For this video, this one's going to be a little bit special. While I am not going to be doing much of anything in this video aside from talking at you guys, there's actually going to be things that I'm talking about, such as my resolutions, what I achieved this year, things that I did, and I'm going to do a tarot spread at the end of this. First and foremost, I do want to say I did decide on a vlogging schedule for this year. So I'm going to do 3 videos a week. It is going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays because Fridays are already packed with my webtoon, and if anything is going wrong or if I'm falling behind, I'm gonna need that day to catch up. Sundays are for the art video, and Wednesdays are therapy, so I don't really wanna like post a vlog that day. I'd rather just vlog. So that is going to be the vlogs going forward. Next vlog you're gonna get is going to be this coming Thursday. So to start, I wanna talk about some of the things that I achieved this year. Some of those things would include me fully cutting off my parents, finally. I did reach out to them a few months ago, and the conversations that we had really solidified it for me because I have been trying to cut them off since 2018, which did not work because I had to go live with them in 2020. And I'm not going to get into why I've gone no contact, simply because it is a lot, it is trauma dumping, and it is not something that I want to share so widely on a platform like this. But I ended up having to live with them again in 2020, and then I cut them off around in 2021 when I moved out. And then sometime last year in 2022, I contacted them because I wanted answers. I was more sure about the stuff that had happened. I had more memories come back, and I was more confident with myself, and I was more able to stand up for myself than I ever had been, which is another thing that I'm proud of for achieving this year, is being able to stand up for myself when people aren't treating me properly. And that doesn't just go for my family, that goes with people that have been in my life. I have separated myself from so many people that were treating me like garbage instead of just letting them stay in my life. But anyway, that is besides the point. I contacted my parents, and how they decided to respond essentially showed me and gave me the answers that I needed. And I cut them off. But to continue off of that point, I have achieved, I also got a few patrons this year, which have been really nice. Thank you so much to my patrons, T, Maya V, and Mira M. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my Patreon. I'm sorry I keep making so many changes to my Patreon. I just want it to be good for you guys, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself with too many things. But I also want it to be worth your money. I released my webtoon this year, twice. I released it once early this year and then again later. I moved into my very own apartment. I've single-handedly taken care of this apartment, furnished it, all of that, mostly by myself. I did need help with the security deposit. However, that is like the early process I needed help with. But now that I'm here, single-handedly been taking care of this apartment myself, and I'm really proud of myself for being able to do that and being able to be stable while the mental health stuff isn't very stable. And yeah, I do sometimes lack in the cleaning department, but I do the things that I need to do to keep this apartment nice, because I deserve a nice space. I deserve calm. I deserve peace. And that is also why I'm so happy that I was able to stand up for myself when I need to. I do not have peace unless I am taking care of myself and making sure the people in my life are treating me correctly. I got my autism and ADHD diagnosis, which, while that diagnosis is still fairly new for me and it's still something that I'm processing and accepting, I find it much easier to be myself and to not be as hard on myself when I do things wrong or when I get confused, because now it makes sense. So another thing that I accomplished this year was that I finished Vlogmas. This is our final Vlogmas video, and I actually finished Vlogmas. And I'm really happy. I didn't think that I was gonna be able to finish Vlogmas. I went into this thinking I was gonna like tap out halfway through, or I would get overwhelmed. And yeah, there were some times where I kind of fucked up, but I did really well. I did most of the videos, and I grew my Instagram account pretty significantly. I think I came into 2022 with like 200 followers, and now I have over 2K. I have like 2.3K, I think, which is awesome. And I grew that with fucking reels, of course. As for resolutions for 2023, I talked about this a little bit more in depth on my art account, but I have noticed that I have not improved with my art. Here's a little picture that I did, a little drawing that I did. Looking at this, on the surface level, it looks like there are improvements. However, this is the original sketch before I decided to refine it because I felt bad about myself because I realized there hadn't been any changes. And the only change in the drawings is that she's taller. She's gotten taller. Her height has changed since that first drawing in 2022. And I want to do better with art. I want to focus on improving, and I want to focus on, outside of my webtoon, I want to focus on quality over quantity rather than quantity over quality. Because of webtoons, I have fallen into this hole of like, I need to produce a bunch of stuff that just looks pretty, but it doesn't make me like feel good and nice, you know? Like, while yeah, there's some panels in my webtoon that make me feel good and nice, not all of them do. And I want that for all of them. Plus, I think it'll just be good for me to start doing art that isn't just my webtoon related. Like, yes, I'm gonna keep drawing the characters, that doesn't count. However, all of the art that I've been doing has been art for the webtoon, for episodes. And I think that's burning me out, which is why I decided to start the art channel, which again will be down below, that new link, so that you guys can subscribe to it. It'll give me the opportunity to do other art pieces without having to, like, I won't have an excuse to just opt out because I'll be having a video. I'll have to put a video up on Sundays. So I will have to do some kind of art that week, which it will force me to be more creative, and because I'm on a schedule, and then I will just want to do it naturally like I do with vlogs, you know? I know this sounds really small and insignificant, but it's really difficult for me to gain weight. It has always been really hard for me to gain weight. I want to gain 15 to 20 pounds this year. I want to get my ass on the ball and start gaining weight. Another goal is I would like to exercise more frequently. I feel like absolute garbage when I don't exercise. And I don't mean like mentally, like physically. I feel disgusting if I don't exercise. I also want to start taking care of myself a little bit better. I want to start being more on top of things, and I want to start being more productive throughout my days, but not so much that I get overwhelmed and stop doing anything for weeks on end. I want to be productive in a manner that keeps me steadily productive, which would mean I'm gonna have to start taking more frequent breaks and allowing myself to pause and to go do something else when I'm, you know, have worked on something for a couple of hours. I do also want to start trying to go out a little bit more often, and I want to go to the butterfly gardens near here at some point. There's a museum somewhere near here, and I want to start trying to do stuff in the spring and summer, mostly because I don't like traveling in the winter. And I can bike more places in the spring and summer, and I'm trying to get a bike before it starts getting warm again so that I can have one for when it's warm. I would also like to gain a larger following, a following in which I could possibly have a career with. Those are my resolutions, and those are what I did this year. So this is not the deck I want to use. Did not realize till just now, hang on. So I have decided to do 2 I'm going to do a regular tarot card, and then I'm also going to use my new oracle deck that I got for Christmas. So, yeah, we're just going to do some shuffling. No upside down cards, so we're not going to. Oh my god, I can't. Jesus. These are awful to shuffle. Hang on, I need to bust these fellas in real quick. Good lord. We're gonna come up here now. For January, we have the Four of Swords and Wisteria. For February, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, and we have Chickweed. For March, which is my birthday, we have the Ten of Cups reversed and the Crocus. For April, I have the Wheel of Fortune and Feverfew. May, I have the Five of Coins and Mushroom. For June, I have the Sun and this one. Cannot pronounce it. For July, I have the King of Coins and Cornflower. For August, I have the Seven of Cups reversed and Hawthorn. For September, I have the Six of Cups and Tulips. For October, I have the Seven of Wands and Bracken. For November, we have Temperance and Belladonna. And finally, for December, we have the Two of Wands reversed and Foxglove. And there we have it. There is the 2023 prediction. We will have documentation of whether this hits or not. We'll just have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and also thank you so much for watching Vlogmas. This is the last video of Vlogmas, so this is it for Vlogmas. We've completed Vlogmas. We did it. I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas. I did have a lot of fun doing it this year, and I can't wait to do next Vlogmas, and I can't wait to show you my entire year. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.